What time is it, guys? It's wellness workout time! I have no friends with my answer me, but that's okay. Still Wend wellness workout time, my fine feathered friends. And today is core day. It's your favorite, right? I know you've been waiting for it. Here you go. 24 minutes of fun coming your way once every 3 days, right? So let's get through the moves here and get rocking. Before I begin, I do want to say these chest talks have turned into a little something more. It's very interesting, and I love it. I'm really happy in the feedback I've been getting. If anyone is interested in an actual chest tutorial, kind of a fun little quick half-hour crash course, I would be happy to do a separate video for that one of these days, on top of our workouts, of course, because we never miss a day, right? So if you are interested in that, please leave a comment or message me or something, right? And I will sit down with the board and you'll learn a lot. We'll all learn a lot in 30 minutes. I love chest and I would be happy to talk about it. So, first up for today, Supermans in our plank series. And when we talk about Supermans in the plank style, because we're doing them non-plank as well today, right, on our back. They're totally different moves. Our Supermans are your hands are out in front. So you can have them on or off the mat, however you're well grounded, but that's your Superman, you're extended far out. Then we'll do our Superman thrusters, up and down in the Superman pose. Then we'll sway in our Superman, right? So I know you can't get as low, but holding your arms out in front will be hard enough itself. Then we got Superman foot crawls. So these, you're going to crawl back, 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 until you're really far extended, then front, 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 and then you're going to go back, back. Superman style foot crawl. Yeah. We got the jammies today. Doesn't matter what we're wearing or what time it is or anything else, because we can always do Wend wellness if we want to, right? Any time of the day. Thrusters are next. So you're in a regular plank and you're thrusting up and down. It's the same thing we just showed with the Supermans, but you're on your elbows going down and up. Then we'll do sways like that, okay? Classic style. That's it for your plank hold series, for your plank series rather. Crunch hold series. Excuse me. First up in our crunch holds, single circle. So you'll be up like this with your shoulders off the ground, because I know you keep them off the whole time. And we'll do a circle with one leg. We'll rock that other leg the next 22 seconds. Single circle, Superman's crunch hold style, okay? So for these, some things in the crunch hold series, you're not exactly emphasizing the crunch hold itself. Some of them are kind of, combined. That principle's kind of already part of these moves, right? Some of them, for example, penguins, your shoulders are just off the whole time, whether it's crunch hold, anything. Anytime we do penguins, your shoulders are off, right? But for Supermans, you're here. Position 1, 6 inches off the ground, arms out, 2, and 3. 2, back to 1, right? Those are your Supermans. Superman. Penguins. Penguin. You go like this. You just go like that till your abs are burning. At least for 22 seconds, and then we'll do something else. Penguins. Crunch hold twists. Now I don't know that we've done them like this, but what we're going to do here is keep our legs on the ground with our feet flat, have our hands behind our head. We're going to come to a point of tension and twist, twist, twist. Basically a Russian twist with your hands behind your head. So slightly different. right? Crunch, hold, twist. So totally different, right? Volutes. So you are 2-footed here, and you're making a volute with your legs as you slowly get smaller with the circles you're making. Circle, rather, with your feet, right? Until you're there. And then we'll go the other way. We still got time. Volutes, volutes. 1 foot, 2 foot. You're going to lift up 1, then 2. Then down 1, down 2. Your legs stay off the whole time, though, right? We'll have to do a suitcase shoot off, you know? We've done many times, right? You do a suitcase, shoot off. And shoot off, right? Suitcase shoot off. That's it for our crunch hold series. Oblique stuff. We got side plank, low knee pull, and then we're going to do it with the hold. And we haven't tried our hold with it, but we've done the knee pull itself. So here's what it looks like. You're on your side, right? You're a nice little side plank. That bottom leg's going to have to be in front here, okay? And you're pulling. Down, pull, down. Second one, we're going to bring it in and hold the knee here. Hold it halfway, and that'll be tough and effective, right? And that's side plank, low knee pull, and then the hold. Leg, 1 leg, 2 legs. I'm trying to read with my leg. So 1 leg comes up. You're going to touch it. 2 legs. 1, 2. Then we'll do just single leg. And you're coming up and meeting it with your hands. We'll rock all those moves for the other side, and that's it. Woo! Let's go, baby. You got a minute? Let's get going here. I know. I'm tired today, too. We're all tired. You'll be good. You will be all right. One day you will die. But today is not such a day. Not such a day. 45 seconds. And after today, talk about some more life-related principles to chess. So that's pretty cool, and it's going to be a great time. So stay tuned after if you want to hear about that. All right. You're in a plank to start. We're going straight through today, by the way. I did not mention. And you're a Superman. You're putting the arms out in front, right? And you got them. Good. You can see mine. You see how they're really extended out there. Making this a strenuous position to hold. Now you're going to thrust. Same position. And keep your arms out there. Sway to one side, sway to the other. You can go slow. It's about that contraction. Crawl your feet back. Hold it. Crawl them forward. Go back. And come on the elbows, thrust. sway. Still on your elbows, swing side to side, right? You can shake them out. Stay up though. You're in a Superman. Go through again. We'll knock out 2 of these. 2 rounds. And thrust. And sway. Still in that Superman. Turning your toes, right? Ah. Curl the feet back. And forward. And back. And hold. On your elbows for thrusters. Sways. Let's try it again. Knock them all out. Superman hold. And you're done with planks for the day. How about that? Sounds pretty. Sounds great. I know I'm down. And thrust in the Superman. Twisting your hips back and forth. Foot crawl. Hold. And up. And back. Thrusters. On my elbows. Just 2 more moves. This and 1 more. And you're done with planks for the day. Sways. Crunch hold series. You're on your back. Pick your head up. Legs off. Single circle.
2 more on this leg. 1, 2. Other leg. Ugh. Superman. Yeah. 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 Penguin. Good job. Feet together. Right? Touching the sides of your feet. Come up. Twist. Twist. Stay at a point of tension. Volutes. The circle's getting a little smaller every time, right? One, two. 1 foot. 2. Suitcase. Shoot off. Let's go through it again. Single circle, start with that other side. Reset. Legs out. Outside. Reset. Superman. Penguin. This is good. It's a good workout. Damn right. Always this. Oh. Sit up. Hands behind the head. Volutes. One foot, 2 foot. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Suitcase. Shoot off. Oblique series. You start on your side. Low leg comes in. Tap. In. Tap. In. Tap. In and hold. Keep your hips up. Again, in, tap, in, touch, touch. Hold yourself in the side plank. Take that knee, pull it up, hold. That side face up. That was just down. Lift one leg. Get it. 2. Now 1. 1. Now 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. Just 1. Meet it. Meet it. Other side. So stay with that side down that you're on right now. Side plank. Bottom leg in front. Pull the knee. Touch again. Hold. Touch in. In. Bring it in and hold. Ready? Now. Side that was down is up. 1, 2, 1, 2. Just one. 1. One, two. 1, 2. I know. You guys are almost there. Just one. These ones are for you, Nat. On your back. Last circuit, we're done with planks. Single circle. Other leg. Keep your shoulders off if you can. Superman. Position 2. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. One more. Penguin. Come up. To it. Hold yourself at a hard point. Not all the way up here. Hold yourself here. Down more. Salute. One, two. 1 foot, 2 foot, 1 foot, 2 foot. Suitcase shoot up. Oblique stuff. This side, low leg pull. Keep your hip up. Don't let it sink like that. Keep it up. that side face up. One leg. 2. One. Good job. Keep going. That side's down. Pull the bottom leg. Tap, pull, tap. Pull and hold. Keep the hip up. You're almost done. That side face up. One leg. 2. 1, 2. Single. Let's go, last one. Keep going. Don't give up. That's hard. What else are we doing? If no one says anything, I'll just think of something. 50 reps or something. How about 50 thrusters? If none of you. Let's see who's on here. Oh! Wow. Oh. Supermans or sprinters, Ma? What's up, Kyle? How you doing, bro? Nice tuning in. You mean sprinters? Okay. So what we'll do then is let's start with 50 thrusters and then we'll do, how about that? Ready? Get on your mats, people. You're almost done for the day. I promise you. I promise. Ready? Thrusters. Down. 1, 2, 3. We're doing 50. We're doing 40. We're doing 30. $20. We're doing 10. 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 more for good luck. Now Mama's wish. Can't let Mama down. She's too good. Too good to us. Too good to everyone. Too cool. Too great. Superwoman. You got your Supermans, or you got me saying Superman. You got your sprinter sit-ups coming at you. Ready? 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. legs high. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One for good luck. One more for tomorrow. And done. Yeah. Thanks, Mom. Good way to finish it. What's up, Yas? How you doing, girl? How's work? Love you. Always joking, always having fun. Nadia, what's up, girl? How you doing? Good to see you on here. All right, so you're getting 30 seconds, and we're going to talk about some really good stuff, all right? We may only... Coming right back. Okay. Very good, you guys. Very good. It was a hard workout, huh? It was not easy. All right. Let's see if we can bring you down a little. Get closer, oh, get closer. The feeling now. All right. Yeah. Hello there, folks, and welcome to another Wend Wellness Chest lecture here. So today we're getting into the I'm just kidding. It's about how it relates to life. That's what it's about. Right? It's not about chess. It's nothing to do with chess. It's everything to do with what principles it makes evident. And today the principle we are talking about is how if you, usually at least, if you are very aggressive, especially overly so, and making that distinction is hard in itself, right? Whether you're being too aggressive or not. If you are, and you're playing a good opponent, generally, it does not bode well, right? And why? Let's talk about why. And that's what's important. So, take a classic example of a street fight, and the kid goes into it, and he's fighting someone that knows what they're doing. They have a lot of training in martial arts, and this kid goes in, he's just a brawler. He starts swinging, aggressive, swing. Well, if you're really aggressive, you had better be precise, and you had better defeat the opponent quickly, whether that opponent be society or something in life. To become successful, you have to conquer quickly in aggressive fashion. If you are aggressive, the common denominator is winning quick usually has to come with it. Because if you do not, you'll have holes and you'll be exposed, and in the long run, you'll get crushed. So chess is similar, right? If you play an opponent that's very solid and you try to be overly aggressive, they will weather the storm, and later they'll just have more material than you and win. It's hard to deliver the knockout punch in this overzealous fashion, right? And so let's take an example here, and we'll show you an aggressive opening for white, and this is the King's Gambit,
they say now the Queen's Gambit's what's been everyone's buying. I know, Queen's Gambit, great. Everybody's ordering a chessboard now, I'll tell you. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But aside from that, there are other gambits. Really, a gambit just means you're gambiting them to take a piece for free. Really, is it free? Well, it's free in terms of the pawn, the material, if they were to take this, right? But positionally, is it free? Well, no. Knight has to come here next move to prevent check by the queen. Here. Okay? Because now the knight could take it. So, why? You want me to say why? I might as well. If say you made a natural looking move like this, queen here. You have to block it or move the king. Exposing this diagonal is something you do not want to do early in the game if you're white. And because this pawn's here, you definitely can't afford to. Black will take the pawn. You cannot retake as white because the rook will fall. If you take, queen takes, rook, right? And so it's a sticky little situation you would have gotten yourself in for no reason, and nobody got time for that, right? So we're not doing that. So if black were to take that pawn, you put the knight here first. A, you develop the knight. B, you prevent that, right? So it's tactical in preventing this, defensive. And it develops a piece, puts pressure. Pressure on two central squares, good. Some principles we've talked about, right? Thanks everyone for tuning in. What's going on? Can't see you from here, but thank you. So, now let's talk about over-aggressive, okay? So this is an aggressive opening. So aside from that being the major move, you can play through a good game with this, but what they recommend in the King's Gambit is you should probably not be playing against people 2,000 or higher. So expert to master level, they'll beat it. There's too many holes because it's an aggressive opening. But it's something you can beat novice players with a lot and pretty quickly if they're not careful. So if you look at something like this, Bobby Fischer wrote a whole book about this one move, how it crushes the King's Gambit. And that move is d6, pawn to d6 for black. Now, in terms of the coordinates, I should say them once. It goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So from left to right, it's A through H. Then it's 1 through 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So A1 is this rook. A8 is that rook. D8 would be this queen. D1 would be this queen. This knight is on F3. So that's just those, again, it's not about chess as much. So I just say things that I have to say, to get down the basics, right? So that we can talk about principles. Anyway, without further ado, white makes a natural move like this. Now it's okay to push the pawn because the knight's preventing check on H4, right? So that's cool. Also, we lured black to take this so we can get pressure away from the center for black. And that was the point in giving this pawn up. Not to mention later, we can get it back with bishop taking on F4, right? And so, if black wants to try to hold on to this pawn, previously study said it was not good to do this move of G5, but, it's something that they've looked into more in the recent years, and it actually can work out quite all right for black after also putting this pawn up and solidifying that whole side. Black is just up a pawn, and white doesn't seem to have proper compensation for that fact, right? If you're going to give up material, you sure as hell had better get compensation in terms of position and tactical maneuvering, right? Another principle in life. If you're going to give something up, it had better be worth it in other standards, right? And other senses. So we'll say black does not try to hold on to the pawn, okay? And we'll give an example here of something like this bishop pinning the knight, okay? It's a natural looking move. So now this knight can't move, right? We know that. So we'll say white takes this pawn now, right? And what we're going to show here is instead of a normal transposition into a positionally sound place, white goes for the kill early. So white has now the bishop here, and we'll say black gets his knight involved, okay? We'll say white goes right for it, puts the knight to the center, This knight comes out for black, right? And the knight also could have came here and here, right? If you want, I could play something else, but that's not the point. We'll say black goes there, and we'll say white gets aggressive, right? They go with the bishop here, and they're trying to really develop everything on this square, okay? And now white says, all right, I'm aggressive. I'm sacrificing this so we can't castle. So black has to take it back. And remember, moving the king, you can't castle. But look, white gave up a bishop for a pawn there. Here's the principle. Aggressiveness by white. If you have an equal or good black opponent, it might be tough. White continues with the pressure. Take. With pawn. Actually looks like it could be pretty decent here for white. And black is just trying to hold on now, right? He's just trying to hold on. And let's see, what could he do? Something like this. Giving the knight. Now we'll play check first before anything. And now look at white. All of a sudden, having been so aggressive and seemingly getting good position by attacking very, very aggressively early, sacrificing pieces, white thought they could get the kill quick, but there wasn't enough firepower all in one spot. And so now check. So what do? You can't block it with this knight. It's pinned to the king by this bishop. You can't put yourself in check. It's another rule we didn't say, but you can't put yourself in check. Well, you don't want to block it with the queen. He'll just take your queen with the rook. You lose your queen. But now if you move your king, you can't castle. Well, what if you just block it with the knight or the bishop in this square? E5, right? Well, you can't move the knight because the bishop will take your queen. You see? What if you put the bishop there? Then he'll just take it with the rook. Check. You can't take it with the knight. Well, you could. He'll take it with the knight. And if you trade queens, he'll have two rooks shooting in the middle. It's a tough game for white. White doesn't have great options, and so white just moves the king. Now if black wants, they could pick this pawn back up with the queen. The bishop is protecting this knight from the queen, right? So remember, it can't be taken by white. And even though white has moves like check, we're going to get away, it seems like. We're going to get away, And even if you get real aggressive, you had to move the queen anyway. The bishop couldn't take it because black was in check, right? So say we go check again, and you could just move the king. You could go back. If you go here, he can go check with the knight, protect it, right? So if you go here, he'll fork your queen, so you actually have to go here. And for the sake of principle, right? Because what happens, you could just bring this back, right? And that's probably, because if white takes, you're happy to just trade queens, right? And so this is actually a perfect example, in fact. And let's just say black is in a speed game and they don't know what else white is, so they trade. But now look what happens. You were aggressive early as white. And, you're actually the one that's more open here, right? The material is even. But neither of your rooks are in the game. Black has a rook in the game. This bishop is in the game. This knight is in the game, right? And you might take black's position here, right? This rook could come over pinning that bishop soon. It could double the rooks on this file, So threatening to trade with this and then bring a rook down for check. So you see, the point here is when you're facing a good opponent and an example of this in life, right? Let's talk about one chessboard, if you will, in an area of life. And let's talk about that area of trying to become successful after high school. So what are your next steps? You can either go to college, get a bachelor's degree, then get your graduate degree, your master's, you can get a doctorate, things like that. You can go that road.
Or right out of high school, you could just drop out of high school. You could go start your own construction company or work for someone. You work for a company, naturally. You won't have enough to start your own company after high school. You make some money and then, you work for a union or something where you're making a lot of cash quick. Or you make some job, I don't know, I'm trying to think of any example of a quick job. You go to trade school quick for 1 year. You're an electrician, you're anything, any trade. And you're making quick money and you're ahead of the game now. You've played aggressively. You've played aggressively in not going to college and not getting other degrees and things, and it could work out. But what are the odds that it's going to be better than the kid that went to get their bachelor's, went to get their graduate or master's degree, and so on? This person played a slower game. They developed all their pieces. They went to get their bachelor's. Now they've castled, right? They've developed all their pieces, and by the time they're done with their grad school, they have all of their pieces in good position with a safe king, well able to continue on from here, and the holes will open up for them. Now this aggressive player, on the other hand, that in this sense had gone for quick success in terms of quick monetary gain, right, by getting a fast cash stacking job. Later, they're making more now, but later this person will make more, and it's not all about money, obviously. This is just an example that people can relate to. Okay, it's a common question. What's the best decision to become successful? What's the best road for me to go on? What's the best plan? Now, the common theme we see throughout chess is the difference in plan itself, right? And so if you are aggressive, though, you can be successful. You just have to be very precise. And a great example of this in chess, at least, is Mikhail Tal. Mikhiltal is the last name. Mikhail Tal. I think that's how you spell it. But he's phenomenal. I mean, however you spell it, my favorite. I love Tal games. If you want to see some cool, aggressive chess that's extremely precise and geniusly thought out, look up Mikhail Tal games, all right? I recommend Mato Jelic as the narrator if you're going to look him up. But, the point is, you can be aggressive in life and be successful. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. He could drop out of college, right? Whatever his real story is, I'm not exactly sure. But, being at Harvard or whatever, and, it's at least how the movie depicts it, right? The Network or whatever. He kind of throws everything else to the side. He kind of throws his books to the side and his future, and he goes for something big. Now, he makes Facebook, right? Well, he was successful, but he's a rare case. He's a rare case. Usually when you are really aggressive, it doesn't pan out. And I hope it does. If you are, I hope it does. Of course. We all do. But the matter of the fact is that it does not bode well to be that aggressive. You're left in positions like this you don't necessarily want to be in. So, just a little food for thought. I thought that was a pretty fun one to talk about today. And again, if you folks, if you folks would like to hear more about chess itself. What up, Alexa Yala? How you doing? What up, Jerm? How you doing? Uzi, Humble Man, and Master Jet. What's going on? If you want to hear more about chess, I'd be happy to give a full chess tutorial from beginner to intermediate to advanced principles. If anybody would like to hear about it, you please let me know. You guys have been enjoying these, at least, from what I've been seeing and hearing and the feedback, and I'm glad you have been. All right? So I'd love to talk more again. Please just leave a comment or message me if you want to hear more about chess. I'll devote a whole extra video to that, all right, in the coming days. So thank you very much. That was a great workout. That was a great time. Had a lot of fun with you guys, as always. No surprise there. So what do we got tomorrow? Backpack day. We'll see you then. Any special requests, message me. Have a great rest of your night, people. Go do another workout. What do you say? Mental or physical. Be good.